Okay, excuse me, miss. Excuse me, miss. She ain't cheap. She's high end. The best things are timeless. Honey, you about to set it off. Hey y'all, welcome back to Theajayieffect. Here you are capable of big things. Now, when we think about big things, when we think about summer, we think about fragrance. Y'all, I am so excited to share this video with you today. For me, you see, when it comes to summer, I change my fragrances just like I would change my wardrobe. Who doesn't? I mean, if you don't, let me know. And I'm not judging you if you don't, but just let me know. I can't see not changing my fragrances. Today, I am going to share with you 6, count them, 6. You like my nail polish? I really like it. See, it matches the wallpaper. Anyway, stay focused. I am going to share with you 6 of my favorite fragrances for summer. And just so you know, the wardrobe for summer extends well beyond 6, but these are top tier for me. What we have here is this common thread that I didn't even know existed. And so this exercise helped me see kind of what my fragrance profile is in the summer. And I cannot wait to share that with you. So how we're going to do this is we are going to start from the most casual of vibes, so a casual fragrance, all the way through to things that I rock or would rock for the evening. And those have a little bit more of a sultriness to them. Now, not to say that I wouldn't wear them in the daytime, but I tend to reach for those more towards the night. All right. Oh, and as well, I have one bonus that I have not smelled as yet. Apparently, a lot of people have been talking about this fragrance, and it's supposed to be a good one for summer, specifically a good one for summer nights. And so we're going to experience that together, and we'll see if we like it, if we rock with it. And if we don't, that's all good. We'll go from there. All right, let's get started. Okay, y'all. Up first, we have Tom Ford's Soleil Neige. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. This is hands down one of my favorite fragrances, not only for summer, but to wear all year round. There's just this freshness. There's just this like crispness about this fragrance. People really love her sister. Her sister is Soleil Blanc. But let me tell you, I had bought Soleil Neige and Soleil Blanc at the same time. And when I tell you, when I smelled the Soleil Blanc, it wasn't given. It wasn't. I was very out. It wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. But then I opened this one up and I smelled it. And it was so deep for me that I went and I ordered right away the travel version, the medium-sized version, and the large version of this fragrance. Y'all, it's just so good. It's just too good. It's just too good. So let's look at the notes that are in this one. Soleil Neige by Tom Ford is an amber floral fragrance for women and men. Top notes are bergamot and carrot seeds. Middle notes are white flowers, orange blossom, jasmine, rose, and Turkish rose. And the base notes are benzoin and vanilla. When I tell you, I cannot get enough of this fragrance. I cannot get enough of it. I wear it at home when I'm working. I wear it when I'm about to head out and go for a run. I wear it at the gym. I just wear it all of the time. This one is one of my favorite fragrances of all time. Let's move on. I got to the game late with this one, or at least late in the fragrance world. I want to say this one dropped last spring, and it didn't make it to my world until the end of the year last year. Okay, well, I gotta go and try a sample because she ain't cheap. She ain't cheap. She's high end. Okay, she's high end. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go over to the Nordstrom and see what it's giving, see what she's gonna tell me. And I couldn't deny her. I could not deny her. Her is Velaya by Parfums de Marley, y'all. So she comes in this beautiful crystal bottle with this beautiful crystal that's at the top, and she's tasseling. And this it describes her perfectly. Oh my gosh, y'all. You got something to say, girl? When I tell you, this fragrance is so amazing. We're talking about elegance. We're talking about top tier. We're talking about, she stepped into the building. This is the fragrance that you put on when you are headed out to work and you're giving boss. So you're giving, she's arrived. You're giving good morning, everyone. You're not even asking, how was your weekend? You're like, good morning, everyone. That is what she is giving. She's giving crisp white suit. She's being driven to her meeting. She's in the back seat, not a care in the world. It's a top tier woman right here. Let me take you through the notes. Here we see the top notes are aldehydes, white peach, there's that bergamot again, and mandarin orange. Middle notes are orange blossom, petalia, lily of the valley, vetiver, nymphiol, and mahonia. And base notes are musk, ambroxan, agalia wood, and vanilla. We're already starting to see some patterns. Y'all, this one here, I cannot say it enough. Everything that you've heard is true. Everything that you have not heard, you've heard here first. This one right here, classic, amazing, fresh, beautiful, beautiful fragrance. All right, let's go on to the next. So I had heard the hype about this one for quite some time. Right now, what we are talking about, who we are talking about, is the lovely Delina, again from the house of Parfums de Marley. So I started out with a small bottle of Delina as well as her cousin. I got the body cream because I wanted to test it out. I wanted to see if I would actually like this fragrance. And when I tell you, it has not disappointed. I hadn't reached for this one as much in the winter, but as the weather has started to warm, this has become one of my favorites. We have these very sharp notes that cut through the noise and humidity. Now, I'm not saying it cuts through the noise of the MTA, but she's kind of giving noise cancellation, so you can kind of still hear, but you ain't hearing everything. If you've ever ridden a train in New York, you don't want to hear everything. So Delina is like that. Delina was released actually in 2017, but the hype for this fragrance, that's actually quite recent. In Delina, we have lychee, rhubarb, bergamot, nutmeg, and the middle notes are rose. There's that rose again. Peony, musk, petalia, and vanilla. The base notes are Kashmirian, incense, cedar, and Haitian vetiver. It just has like this sharpness, this crispness to it that cuts through the day. You're not just throwing on Delina. She's an acquired taste for some. Some don't get her. Some don't want to get her. Some go and they mess with her cousin, Delina exclusive, which I have as well. More on that later. Usually I layer her with the body lotion, which is beautiful. I mean, look at this. Look at the beautiful packaging that she comes in, right? Like, it's just a delight to look at and to have up on any dresser. It's giving like that elegance and extraness, and it's just really beautiful. And I love pairing these together. After a shower, we're throwing on this, and then for staying power, we're putting this on top, and we just throw this into the purse. This is all occasion, but again, more than the occasion, it's for a specific type of person. She ain't for everybody. Let's move on. So if we are out and we are doing our thing on a summer day, we're going to meet folks for brunch. Maybe it's Juneteenth and we're out and we know we're going to be out all day and we're going from the day into the evening. We want to give off a vibe. We're all about vibes. And those are the criteria, okay? Those are the criteria. Right? We got the music in the background. We're laughing. We're having a little sips. We're with our people. course, we are reaching for Baldafrique from the house of Bayredo, okay? I mean, she is giving vibes always in the summer. She is summer festivals. She is, Black-owned business earrings. She is twists. She's given just good times, like having a great, great time. They named it absolutely perfectly because I'm taken to places when I smell this fragrance. It is absolutely flawless. And here is, again, an oldie but goodie. Like I'm trying to tell y'all, Baldafrique was launched in 2009. So soon that'll be almost 20 years ago that this fragrance came out. And it has withstood the test of time. The notes are Amalfi lemon, black currant, bergamot, and African orange flower. The middle notes include violet and jasmine, and at the base are vetiver musk, amber, and Virginia cedar. So again, we have that common pull-through of bergamot. Your girl loves the smell of bergamot. And fun fact, I love bergamot tea. It's like one of my favorites, but more on that later. She is just vibey. Like all of the festivals. When you are the vibe and you want to bring vibes to the vibe, you're reaching for Baldafrique. This hands down is one of my summer favorites, y'all. All right, let's move on. All right, and after a phenomenal and beautiful and fun day that you've had and y'all are headed back out, there can be only one. Okay, well, there can be several that you reach for. One of those that you reach for is going to be Noir by Lalabo. I get so many compliments when I wear this fragrance. It's been out for a while. We're going to go into some of the history and the notes. I put it on. I'm in the back of the ride share. The driver's like, "You smell good. Thank you." And then we go back to our phone because we're not trying to engage anybody. Don't talk to me. But when I tell you this fragrance, it sets the tone. So you can see that already I've gone through a good amount of this. This bottle, though, is from last year, and I have many of these bottles. I have travel sizes. Usually when I travel, I'll take this with me, and this is a great night travel fragrance. Y'all, it's everything. I love Lalabo, period, but this hands down is one of my favorite Lalabo fragrances, especially during warmer months. Why? Oh my God, so good. Okay, let's read the notes. And the notes are fig, bay leaf, bergamot. And the middle notes are cedar, vetiver, and musk. And at the base are tobacco and hay. This fragrance captures dusk. Like if you had to think about, what it feels like, what it would smell like at like dusk and headed into the night, she does a phenomenal job of that. It has got to be Noir. And, I love everything tea. It's funny because initially I thought that this would be more of a tea fragrance. I purchased it. I didn't really explore. But what it's giving is the essence of tea, right? And so it's just beautiful. All right, let's move on. We have made it to the night. Let me set the tone for you. We are about to head out for a night of fun, right? A concert with your girls. It could be a date, somebody who I'm vibing with, somebody that I'm like, oh, okay, I'm feeling you. It's just like an evening that feels like anything is possible, right? It has got to be, and this is going to be controversial, okay? Don't click away. I love you. I said it. I said what I said. It is Tom Ford's Bitter Peach. Don't be mad at me. You love me. Don't be mad at me. So I know that this one is quite controversial. I love Tom Ford. In case you have not noticed, when I think of summer, I think of peach. Now remember, who else is rocking the peach? Where else are we seeing peach? She's giving, business, all white suit, back of the car, pulling up to the office. She's giving fun, crisp white outfit, tip to toe, skin glistening down, and there's a mystique about her. She is having good trouble fun, okay, is what Bitter Peach is giving. On my skin, she's an absolute dream for the evening. I just love it. And the thing about it is that she goes a long way, honey. She goes a long way. Yes, I have the travel size of Bitter Peach, but I barely have to pull it out when I'm out because she goes a long way. She does. Girl, stop playing. I need you to stop playing with me. I need you to stop playing with me. Leave. She shut it down, okay? She shut it down. She shut it down so much she didn't even know that she should be dressed for this occasion. And look how she's matching the wallpaper. Look how she's matching the nail polish, okay? Like, I remember when this fragrance came out, people could not stand it, okay? The hatred. Even when you look on like Lucky Scent or Fragrantica, people just could not stand it. I'm different. It was launched in 2020, and the top notes are peach, blood orange, cardamom, and heliotrope. The middle notes are rum, cognac, Divana, and jasmine. And at the base are vanilla, she love a vanilla, Indonesian patchouli leaf, tonka bean, sandalwood, benzoin, yet again, cashmeran, yet again, and vetiver, among other things. Y'all, she's just sexy. She's perfect for a summer night. She's giving sultry, but she's not cloying. She's just like, I'm sitting over here. I'm not doing too much. All I need to do is just sit here, and what will be will be. This one, she's a keeper. All right, let's move on. So I told you that I have a bonus. Wait, thank you so much for sticking with me all this time. If you've made it this far, I appreciate you. I know I said that at the top, but I gotta say it again, and I'm gonna continue to say it because she loves to be redundant in a good way. So let's see this bonus fragrance we're going to experience together. We are trying, and yes, I did get the sample because I don't know if I'm going to like this. Ellis Brooklyn's Miami Nectar. So she's new. I had heard about this fragrance from a couple of fragrance vloggers, and I was like, okay, let me see what all the buzz is about. But what we don't do, we don't buy a full bottle of a fragrance unless we have tried it out. Let's see what she's giving, and if it's good, maybe, just maybe, we'll go ahead on and get the full experience. All right, so this is a real unboxing. The box is small, so it's not gonna take long to unbox. One thing that I do love about Ellis Brooklyn is the packaging. Like, their full-size products are pretty beautiful. At one time, I was obsessed with bee. There was something that was so comforting in the sweetness or the milkiness of bee. I just really loved it. And then I moved on. I kind of grew out of it. But I remember that it just brought such comfort. How pretty is she? She too came dressed. She's wearing a little sundress. She's like, girl, I knew you was going to invite me to your house, so I'm going to match your wallpaper too. It's very cute. So first we're going to spray in the air. I don't smell nothing. Look. Ooh. Okay. Oh my. Whoa. Okay, let me do a skin test. Wow, y'all. I didn't even get to spray it on my skin yet. But the way the sillage on this is really, really, really pleasant. You saw me react like in real time. That is really pleasant. Oh, she's good. Okay, let's put some on our skin. Let's see. Okay, to be fair, I have not allowed her to warm up to see what she's going to do in the dry down. Okay, she showed up strong. This is where you're going to see how I react in real time. I'm either really blunt or I'm trying to figure out a way to express how I truly feel. I'm contemplating, I'm thinking that's a very Libra thing to do. You'll know when they don't rock with you. You'll know. So that's the kind of reaction I'm having with this fragrance. It's not bad. Like, I'm not going to be petty and return this little bottle, but the way that this was described to me by all my vlogger girly friends was, well, she is amazing. Like, you go for her when you're trying to get that sultriness, when you're trying to get the vibe of homegirl. I disagree. I mean, she's cool, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll come back. No, I'm not coming back. I don't think I'm gonna do that. But later on, if I remember her, I don't want to talk bad about this fragrance while she's sitting up here, you know, because that's very disrespectful. We're not going to say much more about her. She's just not memorable. She's just not. And I'm a memorable woman. She's giving a little basic, and there's nothing wrong with basic. We like basic. My top the top is not basic. There's something to be said about asparagus made with a little bit of oil, a hint of garlic. Like, that's basic, but just like so good at the same time, right? So she may turn into that. So y'all, I told you in doing this exercise, I found out what most of these have in common, and those notes of bergamot, cedar, vanilla. So your girl loves the freshness of bergamot, but then there's that play of your cedars and your vanilla and your amber, right? Those are the common DNAs of my summer fragrances, and I would bet the ones that I wear during cooler weather as well. But more on that later. Y'all, thank you so much for joining me. What are your top fragrances for hot weather? I want to know about it. Let me know what you like to wear and express the vibe. Tell me when you would wear your favorites. That's the most fun part for me, is naming when some of these fragrances would be most appropriate. So I want to hear from you. Thank you again for joining me. I hope you had as much fun as I did. And remember that you are capable of big things. I'll see you next time.